Hello and welcome to Wellness Wednesday. I'm James Currie with the Communication Department. I'm talking to Anthony Widner. He's with our lead prevention program. Anthony, thanks for being on Wellness Wednesday again this year.
Thank you for having me back, James. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, such a wealth of information. Your program, let's just get right on into it. Lead, what is it and what makes lead so dangerous?
Well, lead is a naturally occurring heavy metal that it can be found all over the place. Historically, it was used in manufacturing processes, it was used in gas, it was used in all sorts of things. And back in the day when we had a bunch of lead, it stays around, is what it does. And so when we got rid of all that industry and when everything moved out, the lead still stayed. And lead can affect your body in multiple different ways. It mimics calcium in the body, so it attaches to the bones, and it can cause a lot of different developmental problems, especially for
Hmm.
young children. That's our target demographic is young children from 0 to 3, and one of the things that we look for with the blood lead level test that we recommend for all people, all young people especially, is to see if that level is high enough to where it is affecting them.
Oh yeah. I mean, and also too in our area in Mobile County, there's a lot of historic homes. A lot of families live in those historic homes, and you can't just go and rip the wallpaper off the wall in a historic home, right? You got to do
No,
some
not at all.
abatement there, right? Because more than likely there's going to be lead paint in that home. Just like you said with a lead test, it's better to contact an agency that deals with that, and that is all throughout Mobile County. We're talking to you this week. This is just National Poison Prevention Week. Lead poisoning is just one form of that week. Um, you know, tell us a little bit about this week.
Mhm. So this week is National Poisoning Week. It runs from the 15th to the 21st, and it recognizes all forms of poisoning, not just lead. I primarily deal with lead poisoning, but poisoning in general remains to be the second leading cause of unintentional injury to infants and young children, and even death. And so it's something that we take very seriously here. And it's one of the things that we want to promote is that as new products come out, um, whether it's something that the adults are using or something for the children. Those products may contain some poisonous aspects to them, whether that's lead or whether that's something else in the plastics. And we at the Lead Poisoning Prevention Program, like I said, we primarily deal with lead poisoning, but this information is relevant and important for parents and for anybody that deals with young children.
Yeah, and speaking of young children, we talked about it just a moment ago, but the lead, it leads to so many different developmental problems in children. So it's really important, for that testing that we have to be in place. Um, so let's jump back to us as an agency, the Mobile County Health Department. So what are we doing this week during the week to, promote it, talk about it, all of those types of things?
Well, some of our ongoing projects, that we have at the Lead Poisoning Prevention Program is to go to WIC offices all around the county and different daycares and healthcare offices, and we're continuing that this week. We'll be up in Citronelle and 8 Mile, and we'll be doing a soil test clinic the week after National Poisoning Week at one of our partner schools of Craighead Elementary. So we have a lot of things that we're trying to promote for it, and we currently have that scheduled for March 19th. They've been a great partner for us, and we look forward to continuing to keep everybody safe in Mobile County from all forms of poisoning.
Now, you just a moment ago, you talked about that soil test kit. So you're going to show people, exactly how to do it. But they can also bring a sample in too, can't they? And just a little sandwich bag full of soil out of their yard or something like that.
Yep, as long as you tell us where it's from and you can give us a location, then we'll be happy to take your sample. As long as it's in a plastic bag and it's been used with a plastic spoon to scoop it up, then we're all set.
That's good. That's good that we've got that resource there. Uh, I may be jumping ahead a little bit, but specifically us. So what do we do in the county in Mobile County? What's our role? The health department. What's our role do what do we do to help abate, prevent, educate with lead poison prevention?
So I say always is the first thing is educate, educate, educate. The first thing that people do when they hear about lead is they think that it's an old problem from way, way back in the day with the
Mhm.
prospectors, but it never goes away, and that's our biggest thing that we have to tell people is that this may be a problem that you thought was grandpa and grandma's, but it's still around, and it's still probably in the homes that people are living in to this day. And one of our big things that we do is actively educate, telling people where they can find lead in their homes, where it can be found in the region that they live in their zip code, things like that. Just keeping everybody aware of their environment.
And like you said, lead, it's a naturally occurring metal in our environment, so it's not going away. It's not, it's not a scare tactic, obviously. We just want people to be aware of it. It's naturally occurring. It's in our environment. It's in the soil. Um, Proper handling, left undisturbed, um, a lot less likely to, have that affect a child or a family or something, correct?
Correct. Proper handling and being aware of where it's in the home, if it is in the home at all, is a big thing there.
Mm-hmm. Because it can get kind of expensive for abatement for lead removal. So some people may not have the resources to be able to do that. So as long as they're aware, like you mentioned, it's a good thing. Um, Obviously, people are going to be curious about this. This is still an ongoing thing here in our community. So if they want to reach out to you directly, let's tell them how to do that.
Yep, you can reach out to me directly at my email, anwidner, so that's ANWIDNER, at mchd.org. Or you can call me at 251-410-4392. That's directly to me, and I'll be happy to answer your questions.
Well, wow. Thank you, for being on here again during this week, and let's just keep talking about this because it's an ongoing thing. It's not like we talked about it last year, we talked about it this year, and it's over with. It's an ongoing thing, and more than likely talk about it again next year during the same week. So, thank you for being on Wellness Wednesday and just shining a light on what we're doing and what lead prevention is in our community.
Thank you for having me, and thank you for letting me talk about lead.
Yeah, absolutely. Come back anytime.